As part of this topic, I will demonstrate how to set up Anaconda and use Jupyter Lab that comes as part of Anaconda to practice Python. Once you gain enough proficiency with respect to Python, then we can actually set up development environment for formal development lifecycle of web or mobile applications that you want to develop using Python, or any other type of application which you want to use Python as programming language. That being said, to learn basics of Python, at IT University we provided some books. You can actually go to the GitHub repository of IT University, which is nothing but D. Gadiraju IT University books. You can also watch on this so that you can actually get notifications whenever I add more and more content to this repository. As part of this repository, there is a folder called as Data Engineering Bootcamp. If you click on this, there is a folder called as Basics of Programming Using Python. If you click on this, there are some Python notebooks which you can leverage to learn Python in detail. Once you clone this, everything will be available for you. If you are using Windows and if you don't have Git, or if you are not comfortable with Git yet, what you can do is you can expand this and then you can actually download the zip file. So the zip file will be downloaded under the downloads folder. You can expand this, go to show in folder, and then I can actually extract this to documents. Rather than downloads, I will use documents to copy the extracted files. Now let's say extract. Now you see there is a IT University Books Master. If you double click on this, you can see the subfolders. You can now double click on Data Engineering Bootcamp. You can see basics of programming using Python. You can double click on this and you can see bunch of Python notebooks here. We can set up Anaconda to access these notebooks and we can practice. How to do that? Just go to Google in the browser and search for Anaconda. Anaconda is nothing but the world's most popular data science platform. It actually gives us a lot of libraries to practice data science and also work on data science related projects. However, we will not be getting into data science anytime soon. We can use the similar environment to learn Python from scratch with ease without getting bogged down to set up the Python and then PyCharm and Jupyter, so and so forth. Once you search for Anaconda as part of anaconda.com, you can see Anaconda distribution link. You can click on this, scroll down a bit here, click on download, and then you can actually download 64-bit graphical installer because most of the Windows-based operating systems are now 64-bit ones, and hence we should install 64-bit one here. If you are not sure, you can go to File Explorer, right-click on this PC, and then click on Properties. Then it will actually tell us the properties related to this system. You can see that the system type is 64-bit operating system on x64 based processor, and hence we should be downloading 64-bit graphical installer. It is downloaded. We can expand this and click on show in folder. It will take us to downloads where this file is downloaded. Now we should be able to double click on this and it will take care of installing the Anaconda on this machine. Let's say next. I agree. I want to go with all users on this machine. If you want to choose just me, you can choose just me also. Next. This is the location where I want to install. Let me leave as default. Then say next. If you want to add Anaconda to the system path environment variable, you can choose this, otherwise you can ignore. I will just ignore. And also it will be registering Anaconda 3 as the system Python 3.7. It is okay with me. I will just choose the defaults and then I'll click on install. It will start installing Anaconda on this machine. It will take a bit of time to complete the full installation because there are so much of stuff that needs to be installed. Once the installation is done, I will take it further. Now the installation is almost done. We can click on next and then we can say next and then we can say finish. You can close this. You don't need to worry too much about this. As the installation is done, I can actually search for Anaconda Navigator. I can launch Anaconda Navigator. It will actually show all the tools that are available as part of Anaconda setup. It includes Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook, etc. To practice Python using our material, Jupyter Lab is the most appropriate environment, and hence we'll launch Jupyter Lab and we'll see how to access the Jupyter notebooks that are part of documents folder in my Windows based machine. You can copy to wherever you want, but in my case I have copied to documents. Now the navigator is launched. Let me say okay and don't show again. Let me launch Jupyter Lab here. By default, Jupyter Lab will launch a browser for us, and you can see that it is started on port number 8888/lab, and it will typically take us to the home directory. You can see the home directory here. This is where you will go. Our notebooks are under documents, and hence I can double click on documents, IT Varsity Books Master, Data Engineering Bootcamp, Basics of Programming using Python. And then let's say I want to practice this topic, basic programming constructs in Python. I can open that notebook locally, and I should be able to access this material, and I should be able to perform the tasks by running these cells. Shift enter is the command to run the cell, or I can also select the cell and click on this run button to run that particular cell. This is how you should be able to set up Anaconda and use Jupyter Lab to practice Python using notebooks that are provided by us, or you can pick your notebooks also and you can practice. Or if you are following any other instructor, you can get their notebooks also, and you should be able to set up Anaconda and you should be able to practice by making some changes to those notebooks if at all the changes are mandatory. That being said, use this, learn Python, and then as you gain proficiency with Python, then we will see how to actually formalize the development process to build large scale applications.